My last voyage, I recorded what the paperwork looks like at your room when they collect your passports, and also they give you information of what kind of ID do you need to take on shore. It varies port to port. Usually you want to have some kind of picture ID and then maybe your insurance policy on you in case something happens. I'm going to add a clip from one of my previous videos I did on a cabin tour of an ocean view stateroom, Princess P224. That will be towards the end of this video. And then if you want to watch the full video on that cabin, I'll put a link to that video. You're gonna get usually a piece of paper like this. It's gonna tell you what time you arrive at a cruise port, what time is all aboard, and usually there's some information about the port officer. Bring your daily event planner with you to shore or take a picture of it with your phone, because there's usually going to be a port agent's name on there, and that's who you contact if there's a major incident ashore and you can't make it back to the ship. Usually the cruise ship will let you know at the beginning of your cruise or the day before what type of ID you need to bring with you onto shore, because before you get back on the ship, you'll need some kind of picture ID and your ship card or your ship medallion, whatever it is that you have, that you usually show a port agent, and then they let you go down the pier or board the ship. So it's up to you if you want to keep your passport with you on the ship. I think I've only ever had to have my passport with me ashore a couple times, and I'm gonna try and think of a scenario. Oh, it could happen when you're doing a cruise tour and part of the cruise tour is taking you to another country. So your port might be really close to a border, so that can happen. Another situation is where your passport's required for entrance, like in Rome at the Colosseum. On my last cruise in Europe, we did France, Italy, and Spain, and when we shopped ashore at certain stores, you spend a certain dollar amount, you could get the value-added tax back. In order to do this though, you do need to have your passport with you when you make the transaction. If you're going on a 7-day Caribbean cruise out of Florida and you're Canadian or American, you're probably not giving your passport to anyone. You're probably going to want to put it in your safe. Every cruise that I've been on has a safe in the stateroom, and you're in control of setting the password for the safe or PIN number or whatever you want to call it. Usually it's a 4-digit number. I hope that this helped. If you want to learn more about cruising, cruise tips, cruise news, or what ships look like, please subscribe to the channel Cruise and Jewels. Until the next time, have a good day. Passport collection notice. Some of the upcoming ports for the local arrival immigration clearance procedures requires the vessel to present all sailing guest passports to the local authorities. To facilitate this, our room steward will collect our passports on behalf of the admin team.
Makes it easy.
Yeah. You will be provided with a receipt in exchange for your submitted passport, which will be held for safekeeping until the conclusion of this voyage. Oh, this is nice. They give a summary of what we need at each port, like what kind of ID. Yeah, because it's always different for everywhere you go.
Yeah.